Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some of the weirdest wars and battles in human history. You won't believe some of these. We're talking about wars started over animals, sports rivalries, and even body parts. Get ready to have your minds blown because these stories are unbelievable. We've got giant birds running amok, diplomatic standoffs over furry friends, and international incidents sparked by a single ear. You won't want to miss a second of this wild ride through history. Alright guys, buckle up for this one. In 1932, Australia decided to wage war on emus. Yeah, you heard that right, those big flightless birds. Picture this. Thousands of emus are wreaking havoc on farmers' crops, eating everything in sight. The government's like, we've got to stop these feathered fiends. So they call in the big guns. Literally, soldiers armed with machine guns are sent out to fight these emus. You might be thinking, how hard could it be to take down some emus? Turns out it's pretty hard. These birds were like dodging bullets like Neo in the Matrix. They were too fast, too agile, and the soldiers' aim, not so great. The war raged on for weeks, and guess who won? The emus! They totally outmaneuvered and outsmarted the Australian army. It's become a legendary tale of an epic battle between man and the bird totally dominated. This wasn't just a loss, it was a certified cluck-up. Next up, we've got a war sparked by man's best friend. In 1925, Greece and Bulgaria almost went to war over a dog. You see, this stray dog decided to take a little stroll, and it accidentally crossed the border from Greece into Bulgaria. No big deal, right? Wrong. A Greek soldier saw his furry friend run across the border and went after him, but things escalated quickly, and before you know it, shots were fired. The Bulgarians thought the Greeks were attacking, and the Greeks thought the Bulgarians were out of line for shooting at a guy just trying to get his dog back. Tensions skyrocketed, and both sides started mobilizing troops. Luckily, before things got totally out of hand, the League of Nations, the precursor to the United Nations, stepped in and said, whoa, 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 it's a dog, not a doomsday device. They negotiated a ceasefire and both sides backed down. It just goes to show even the smallest things can spark a major conflict. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next one involves a pig, a potato, and two of the world's biggest superpowers, the United States and Great Britain. It all went down in 1859 on the San Juan Islands, off the coast of Washington state. See, both countries claimed the islands and things were already tense, but they reached peak tension thanks to a hungry pig. This pig, owned by a British farmer, decided it was really craving some delicious American potatoes. So it did what any self-respecting pig would do. It broke into an American farmer's field and started pigging out. The American farmer was furious, like seeing red, ready to fight furious. He ended up shooting the pig. Now, this wasn't just any pig. It belonged to an important Hudson's Bay Company employee, and when word got back to the British authorities, they were outraged. They demanded the American farmer be punished, and the Americans were like, hey, your pig was trespassing. Both sides called in reinforcements, and for a while it looked like a full-blown war was about to break out, all over a pig and some potatoes. Alright, sports fans, and this one's for you. In 1969, El Salvador and Honduras decided to settle their differences on the soccer field. Or so they thought. The two countries were facing off in a qualifying match for the World Cup. Tensions were already high due to some political and economic issues, but when El Salvador won the decisive game, all hell broke loose. Riots erupted, and things escalated incredibly quickly. It went from trash-talking to full-blown war in the blink of an eye. This wasn't just about a soccer game anymore. It became a matter of national pride. Both countries broke off diplomatic relations, and soon, troops were mobilized. The conflict, which lasted for 100 hours, sadly resulted in thousands of casualties. It just goes to show that sometimes even the beautiful game can turn ugly. You won't believe this one. This war was literally started because of a single body part and ear. Back in 1731, Robert Jenkins, a British sea captain, was sailing the high seas when his ship was boarded by a Spanish patrol. The Spanish accused him of smuggling, and to teach him a lesson, they cut off his ear. Now, Jenkins could have just walked away, but this guy was not about to let sleeping ears lie. He took his severed ear, pickled it in a jar, and presented it to the British Parliament as evidence of Spanish brutality. The British public was outraged. They demanded revenge, and soon Jenkins' ear became a rallying cry. The whole incident, fueled by political tensions that already existed, pushed Britain and Spain into a war that lasted for nearly a decade, all because one guy wouldn't let go of his ear. It's a story that proves truth is sometimes stranger than fiction. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing content. We'll be back with more incredible stories, crazy facts, and mind-blowing moments from history. Can you believe these bizarre battles actually happened? History is full of surprises, and some of them are downright weird. Until next time, stay curious, stay awesome, and don't start any wars over lost pets, sporting events, or detached body parts.